been to 4 thrift stores this week, and thrifting in March of 2021 has not been great. I did find some cute things to show you, even though at one of the stores I didn't even take my camera out of my pocket, and at one I found a great dollhouse, but it wound up filming sideways. I'm Michelle, this is from my romantic tangle, and let's go thrifting. I like this little vintage mouse. He looks like, was it Sniffles from the old Looney Tunes cartoons? I think this is a planter, and all I can think of is how hard that would have been to fit in the kiln. I guess that's what happens when all the women in your family do ceramics for years. I like these vintage glasses. They are not at all what I'm looking for, but they're the same style and probably from the same era as the set that I am trying to chase down. So it gives me hope when I see that there are still things like this out there in the wild to be found. And more sparkly glasses like the ones my grandma had. I think this is a different batch, and maybe they'll hit 50% off. Before they do, I should honestly check my attic. Little bit of milk glass back there. I'm pretty sure it was real, but I had no intention of buying it, so I didn't want to lift it out of there to check. Lots of vases, only one piece that was milk glass, and I like these little red plates. Those are cute. This pad of scrapbooking paper was really nice, but I have not touched the scrapbooking paper I already own, and for $5 it can stay there at the store for somebody else who has the perfect project for it. I see lots and lots of scrapbooking supplies at the thrift stores. They're not quite as common as rubber stamps, but I think they're getting there. They had a ton of yarn this time around, and most of it was really, really old. Older than I am, which in yarn years I think is absolutely ancient. In people years, maybe I'm just middle-aged. And they were after, I think, $1 a skein for most of it at least. So nothing there tempting. A couple of those skeins, yeah, are newer. That orange stuff, I suspect, is probably from the, I'm going to guess the 70s, but I'm probably basing that more on the color than anything else. It wasn't nice enough to be tempting. Not when I can go down to the Dollar Tree and buy brand new yarn that's going to be in nicer condition. Their zippers, they had a bunch of them, and at 29 cents each, that is not bad at all if you know what you need for a specific project, or if you wanted to stock up on neutral colors or things you know you will use. But I've got that big bag of zippers I just bought to sort through. This cow, I am sure that either my mom toll painted that same cow, although not in yellow and green. It must have been another design from the same book, and I'm going to have to show her the pictures here and find out if I'm right or not. That is the same as the sewing machine I showed in my best thrifting finds ever video, except this one was $50. I don't know how they decide to price these things. Okay, she caught my attention only because I saw the needle sticking out of her apron. There's a little spool there in her pocket, and she's got a pincushion in her bustle, which I don't think I panned up far enough to show you. That's a dish detergent bottle under her dress. You could tell by the shape it was going to be. So I've never seen anything quite like her before. She's kind of neat, not neat enough that she needed to come live with me. And there was something with her hair. I don't know if it was white cotton that someone had painted and the paint was starting to flake. It was a little bit icky. And then I found my one treasure in a week of thrifting. I found a Cornucopia Jello mold. Please tell me, what should I cook in this? I can't not show you the dollhouse. I'm sorry the video is sideways. I don't know why it did that. And this is the last clip of the video if you want to skip this part. I don't find a lot of doll houses at the thrift store, and this one was just cute. It has an attic and the porch that you saw already, and then there's this little tiny room, and then there's another larger room. So as a functional house, I'm not sure how that would work. But to do up as like a witch's house for Halloween or a little Christmas cottage, this thing has so much potential. And it was only $9.95, but I've got two other doll houses I should be working on, so I passed it by. Thanks for thrifting with me.